are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable.
Hey folks, John here. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back. And it's always an honor to have you stop by and check out what we have to say. And welcome to This World, My Take, where headlines meet real talk. So let's get right into it, man. In a recent press conference where a journalist was trying to get some clarification from AG Pam Bundy about the Epstein list and the Epstein file, remember that the DOJ posted a couple of hours ago stating that there are actually no Epstein files, there are actually no Epstein client list, after letting us know in February that she had everything on her desk and she was trying to review them. And while this journalist asked the Attorney General, AG Pam Bundy, to clarify, and guess who jumped in so that he can make a point? Yes, her boss, man, the President of the United States, President Donald J. Trump. And this man jumped in, and it seems as if this guy thought that once the DOJ made that publication, everybody was just going to just be like, shh, no more talking about this issue. It is said and done, man. My people, I sent my people on it, and they've closed it. And I want you guys to hear what the president had to say about this. Pay attention, listen.
Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries.
Sure, if
Hey,
I
Pam,
could.
could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration. But
Folks, sometimes, man, you guys heard it. You heard it from the president's mouth. And sometimes I feel like this current administration has issues with accountability and transparency. And it seems to me like this current administration is forgetting that accountability and transparency is actually what gives people credibility. Now let me say that, let's break down what he said, man. The fact that the president can still ask people or reporters like, are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein's? It gives me the feeling that maybe he thought that people are morons. Maybe he thinks that the American people, whatever you tell them, they're just going to be like, okay, monkey see, monkey do. Like whatever you tell them, they're just going to take it as, okay, yeah, that's true. And he forgets that America is called the one of the greatest country on earth, not because of a dominant people. And the fact that this man tries to demonize somebody whom he was caught back in the day, saying that this is a very nice gentleman, and we all heard the table about him calling Mr. Jeffrey Epstein, and that he's on the younger side. I don't want to talk about that, but going further in an attempt to try to defend the DOJ's publication claiming that there are no client list about the Epstein file, this man says, are people still talking about this guy, this creep? Well, Mr. President, we do remember that you have been caught several times partying with this creep, this guy, this same person you are trying now to distance yourself away from. And it is hard to believe, but this should go to warn you people that sometimes being a friend to this man is actually going to be at your own day treatment. He did, and he continued to say, do you really, he asked AG Pam Bundy, do you really want to waste your time to answer that reporter trying to get some transparency and accountability done? Yeah, you're going to answer to this guy who's trying to get some clarifications about the DOJ's publication claiming that the Epstein file actually has no client list. And this man, I don't know. Do you know how you have like a teacher in kindergarten or in middle school, and you explain something, you teach your students about being accountable for their acts, and then there's another student who keeps trying to act like, oh, why is this supposed to be this way? Why are things supposed to be this way? This is what I felt coming out from the president. And he said, do you want to waste the time? Do you really feel like answering that question? Well, unlike the president, I think that being somebody who's been in law like A.G. Pam Bundy has done, they understand the importance of clarifying certain things. Credibility and transparency goes a long way when it comes to working in justice and law. Now, this man went on to say, the president went on to say, we are having some of the greatest success and tragedy with what happened in Texas. Now, I don't know what kind of success the president's talking about. Your big, beautiful bill just passed. You have slashed a whole lot of funding for a whole lot of services. And one of the repercussions of you slashing some funds from some of the services departments in America is what we have in Texas today. If your administration had not laid off a couple of people working with the NWS, the National Weather Services, maybe those who died would have been warned ahead of time that, hey, there's an incoming flood. Take cover, avoid that place, evacuate. And for this man to claim that as some kind of a success, or are we going to talk about the success of this administration building what we call the alligator Alcatraz in Florida, which, by the way, a whole lot of Floridians came out to protest against? Is that really a success story? And the craziest thing he said was, this seems like a desecration to me. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever is a desecration right now in America is the fact that we have an administration that is ruling like a bunch of mafia, a bunch of gang and thugs who do not fully understand how to run a country. And they are doing it on, you got my back, I got your back. In Africa, they say, scratch my back, I scratch your back. I'm going to end this vlog by throwing it back to you. Do you think that what the president said was something supposed to be said by the leader of the free world? Leave a comment and let me know exactly what you think. Remember, this world is complicated, so we're going to keep talking about it. Stay blessed.